So let's just say that we've got a satellite source plugged into the bridge. It is plugged into channel 1, set logic 1, and we now want to start receiving satellite closures so that they will play the station ID and liners for them. In this video, I will show you how to do that. The first step would be to go into the air schedule and set this page up to how it needs to be. Let's say that Sunday 3 a.m. we're going to want that to be a satellite hour. So we will click on change satellite and make sure that all of this information here is correct. So the JOC number, that is the folder in which we will be placing those IDs and liners. I will keep it on JOC 1. Source 1, it means channel 1, and variance of 10 for all of my breaks. Now that that is all correct, I will exit out of this, and for that 3 a.m. hour, I will type in a letter S. You'll see that the description did change: satellite, channel 1, JOC 1, variance 10. Now that that is set up how I'd like it to be, I will minimize this and I will be now placing those liners into the appropriate folder. We will go down to the computer start menu, go to computer, C drive, Arrakis, Xtreme, and finally we will enter the liners folder. As you can see, we've got several different JOC folders. In the air schedule, we designated that this hour will be JOC 1. I will first open my JOC 1 ID folder, and I will place the audio file directly in. If you do have multiple files within the same one, the automation will rotate through them for you, so you'll have a fresh, clean sound each and every time. And depending on what kind of logic you're using, you will either be using a partial logic, which will trigger just the commercial break and the station ID using pin 1 and 2, or you will be using full logic, pin 1 being the break, pin 2 is the station ID, pin 3, 4, 5, and 6 will be liners 1, 2, 3, and 4 respectively. Depending on what satellite source you're using, the liners may be of different lengths. You'll really need to look at your clock to determine what length of file needs to be placed in each folder. But same as with what we did with the ID, we'll simply drag and drop those files into the appropriate folder. And once we've done so, if a closure is received on that particular pin that is associated with this folder, that ID or liner will then play.